Well, welcome one and all to Bike Racing Without Mercy on a hot, humid, but not as hot as in Europe humid Sunday morning. It is time for a long ride. I've got the Band of Climbers toughest 100, well it's 110 kilometres, coming later in August, about middle of August. Fitness has been on a slight ebb down. Work has been max, and I do mean more than max effort, even than the max effort from usual. So, time to bite the bullet and get a long ride indoors. Hope everybody is well on Sunday morning. Olga, fast break, very nice to see you. I hope the heat ebbs a little bit in Germany. I know certainly from when I was working in Frankfurt over the summer it can get very hot in the cities, same in Berlin. Very hot and humid indeed. So today's course is 105 kilometres, I think it's about 1400 metres of ascending, and it takes in the epic KOM twice. I think it's called the bigger loop. Give me a second, I should know what the course is. I did recce it last night on paper. The bigger loop. Yeah, so you've got a nice flat on Tempus Fugit, then you hit the epic. Looks like it's around about, I don't know, 12, 14 kilometres in, that kind of thing. Then you descend down into the hell of the jungle, where it's going to be miserable. Ascend up out of the jungle and then repeat. When I signed up to it, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was only once around all of that. Twice will give me a nice fatigued 20-minute effort or so, maybe a bit more than 20 minutes in all honesty, in the legs. Fatigued efforts definitely have been helping me build the fitness. Carlo, very nice to see you. How are you? You quit racing at the moment? Vidal, really good to see you as well. Hope all is good. Hope your fitness continues to build and build and build. I know you've been overcoming a slight injury. Now, I've got one of my fans working and the other one doesn't seem to be. It's linked against the heart rate monitor, and the heart rate monitor's kind of, every so often it goes from like 140, 150 down to 0. That's in training and it's just now in the warm-up as well. So not really quite sure why that's the case. It's got new batteries, I hasten to add. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough old morning here in the pain cave. And I do apologise that I haven't been uploading or streaming. It really is generally down to work. Work has been even more, I guess, stressful than usual. For good reasons in terms of new business and all that kind of stuff, but also some more difficult reasons too. Plus, I also did the coast to coast ride, and a video will come likely in the autumn if I'm being brutally honest. It was an incredible ride coast to coast. I would definitely recommend it with Velo 29. Rob Mays did it with Tony Cope and I. And boy is it harder than it looks. We had torrential rain, and I do mean torrential rain in the Lake District. That made it proper difficult to climb Hard Knot Pass and then Rhinos. And we actually had to ford, and I do mean ford, down Rhinos Pass. It was quite incredible. The depth of the flowing water was stunning to behold. That's all caught on the video. And then it was just murr and rainy and horrible for about another 2-3 hours. Then it gradually brightened up into beautiful sunshine by the time we ascended up through the dales and into Whitby. And so it's an incredible ride. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely shattered at the end of it, because then you get to bus back all the way from Whitby to Seascale where you begin. And so it's a long day. And I was quite a broken man for about the next 2, 3, 4 days. Well, let's call it a week. Oh, yes, the wrist fracture would definitely compromise your racing season. How did you get that, Carlo? It's just one day. We did it in 10 hours. Oh, Olga, just 10 hours. Yeah, one day. The good thing is that they provide a big bus and all that kind of stuff, Velo 29, to bring you back. And obviously, when you get to Whitby, you stop at a kind of right on the coast obviously, but by a sports facility where you can shower and change and all this kind of thing. You know, that is if you get there in time. And at 10 hours we certainly did. Then we have fish and chips. No, it's only about 250 kilometres and about 3,500 metres of climbing, I say only. But it's doable therefore in a day. 3,500 metres of climbing, 250 kilometres. Oh dear. It is, I mean, that's how I've always had my accidents, Carlo. Other than the one earlier this year, where in one of the road races I took a corner too fast and just lost the front wheel. Yeah, I've seen many cyclists have the innocuous accident, and it isn't quite so innocuous. Well, I hope you're making a full recovery, and don't rush back into, I guess, the crit racing until your fitness is good, because that's the other time when mistakes get made. It's like you're clinging on for grim death to stay in the bunch, and you know, towards the final 10-15 minutes your kind of concentration becomes a little bit compromised because you're having to work so hard. Dominican, very good to see you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. I always wonder when it's been so long since I streamed if people will tune in, so I really appreciate everybody tuning in, especially given it's nice and early on the Sunday. So yes, just to repeat, it is a Flanders endurance race. I need to get a big ride under the belt. I was due to go up to Snowdonia to see Nick Brownbill, and we were going to ride a big route that he had planned, not dissimilar to the Fred Witten, but with work as it was, there was no way I was going to be able to get away like Friday evening 5-6 p.m. to drive up there. And I've had to work a bit over this weekend and will be later, albeit I am hopeful of actually finishing a video that's been in edit for quite a while and releasing it. It's only one of the ones from Tenerife, but it is extraordinarily, and I do mean extraordinarily, beautiful. It's Tierra del Trio, which is the steepest climb that I have certainly done in Tenerife. I'm sure there are steeper, certainly there are steeper. I have seen some of the residential streets up on the hills, but it's kind of renowned. It is relentless. It's about 16% average gradient, 15-16% average gradient for 2.6 kilometers, and it just doesn't let up. And so we've got a beautiful video, dual front and back camera, but also on the way to it, it's about 60 kilometers, 1,500 meters of ascending and descending to get to it. There is the most mesmerising descent I have ever done. Ian, very good to see you. Thank you very much. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I don't feel so good at the moment. I've been struggling, in all honesty. Yeah, I had, how many have I had? I had about 100 grams before I started the Sturka. I've got another 60 in this bottle here. Another 100 here in 2 Sturka gels. And I've got the turbo of 30 in the caffeine gel as well, with 150 milligrams of caffeine too. I could probably do with them. That's a good point. That is a very good point, Dominic. I need to get probably, because that's going to be 3 hours, so I've had 100, 230. Yeah, I'm going to get one more 50. Good call. And a caffeine backup, why not? So yeah, I'm aiming for about 100 grams an hour. Right, I think 100 grams, it's doable per hour for me for about 4 or 5 hours. It becomes a bit tedious after. I don't know how the the real endurance athletes, whether amateur or pro, manage to ingest up to 120 per hour. I mean, that is just, it's just horrid. But I definitely believe it does contribute to some of the big performance improvements we're seeing. Yeah, Maratona, I was going to say Maratona is on. Maratona, it is a beautiful, beautiful Gran Fondo for sure. It is also the world's biggest carbon car park for the first two climbs, Campolongo and Podoi. And definitely I think they've got better weather for the key hours of the event this year. I mean, there is no thunderstorm, let's put it that way. It's a thunderstorm when I did it last year. I think the thunderstorms come a little bit later, and all that really hot, humid weather, I guess, is translated into quite volatile conditions in Europe. It's either scorchingly hot in the mountains and in the kind of valleys, or you're getting a nasty thunderstorm. So yeah, good luck. Not anyone's watching this. I hope people who've entered it have done as well as they could have hoped. Right, event is starting, time to go. So I'm in the Bs. I would estimate at 66 kilograms. My FTP is around about 265. I'm hovering on 4 kilograms, clinging on, but my endurance has got reasonably decent. I've got to say, my endurance has got decent, and my 5-minute power is all right too. It's not like anything special on Zwift, but I'm, you know, it's not like I'm unhappy with it, especially given the hours on the bike have fallen to anywhere from 5 to 6 per week. I'm keeping the strength training in a little bit as well. I'm doing quite a lot of the paces at the moment. It's verbal diarrhea, you can tell. Your fitness is improving, very good to hear that, Vidar. And yeah, the improving VO2 max definitely will drag up the rest of your power zones. And you're turning 51 as well, oh my word, I too am 50. Yeah. 57 versus 41.5, that's a huge improvement. Yeah, I'm around about 60, 59 to 60, so that's sensational. It just shows what can be done with a bit of focus and training. Matthias, very nice to see you. We're doing all right, thank you. A little bit hot and humid, but nowhere near as bad as on the continent. I'm trying to get a big old ride in under the belt today. So we've got Tempus Fugit for about 12, 13 kilometers, epic KOM, descend the hell of the jungle. The jungle is appropriate given the current weather across Europe, and then rinse and repeat. So it's a long one, so I do appreciate people tuning in, and definitely I know for sure you won't be able to tune in for that length of time, but thank you very much for saying hello, it is appreciated. I'm actually quite nervous. Let's have a look at how many are in the Bs. Obviously I want to try and stay with the A's for as long as possible, but definitely on the climb, if there are any decent A's, they will drop me very quickly with their watts per kilogram. Right. So, yeah, there's 19 in the A's. Oh, you've got a couple of back pedalers. You've got Jason Kane and Phil Swift. Good luck, sirs. Both a lot fitter than I. Sammy Knockhart as well. I mean, he's been knocking around on Zwift ever since I started. Nice one, Sammy. And then that's the A's. Once upon a time that was once upon a time. And how many in the Bs? There's 14 of us in the Bs, so that's decent. That is decent. Stephen Crowley, good luck to you. And Fred, I think I see you quite a lot on the paces too, so good luck. Oh, come on, Philip. I don't know what it is. 105 kilometres always seems like it's going to be longer on the turbo than when you got one in real life. But I'm feeling Zwiftish, so it's time to hit it. Where is everybody else? I think, oh, we got our own pen, I expect. We set up at the same time, but we got our own pen. Oh, got to turn on the other fan. 1 second. That's the fan that isn't linked to the heart rate. It makes a little bit more noise, so I don't have it on while I'm warming up. Come on, Philip. Get your head in the game, son. Engage ramming speed. It's dum, 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 dum. Actually, that's probably more for the com. And the climb out of the jungle is going to be miserable too. No, just the two. And we're off. They just set off just that bit ahead of us, haven't they? I don't know I'm doing this. Well, I ain't gonna get dropped on the epic. Prize pillock I am. That's right. And Jane. Oh God. Jimmy. Yeah, normally when they start us at the same time, the pens aren't so far apart. Oh, we'll call it a hard start Grand Fonda rather than hard start FTP. A mere 104 kilometres, 1600 metres it turns out, of ascending to go. Found. Too kind. How are you? A trail race, how did you go? Well, I love hearing this. Back from cancer 2 years ago, running trail races. Respect. How did you go? Freaking hell. All the battles we have as we age. Thing is, it means we don't take the fitness for granted whilst it's here. The crash taught me that. Nice and civilised this. That means they're going to unleash the suffering on the hill. Doesn't say what the races are, A or B. Let me get the names up of the B's. Oh, come on. Yeah, Tennyson, very nice. Always with the culture. Beautiful, found. So we've got Fred, Harold, Dave, Caesar, Stephen Crowley. Oh, come on, get in. Concentrate for it. Keith's, Drenth, Roberto, Per, Theo, Baz, not enough, Chen, T, TW, JTW, and SG Young. Oh dear. Confident. Concentrate. Get a nice circular pedalling stroke. Yeah, I love the Watt Bike Pro. It's got air resistance and it's not a smart trainer. It connects with Zwift fine. It'll pick up, Zwift will pick up the watts from the Watt Bike Pro, no problem, once you've got it paired. But I love the air resistance. It is harder to deploy the same watts versus, for example, here on the kicker or indeed outside on the bike. It means it's a bit like a cable machine in the gym. You've got more tension throughout the pedal stroke. I think it leads ultimately to better pedaling technique if you pay attention to the data and try and get that nice circular motion and even balance. It also underreads by about 5 to 7 watts versus the Viveros. And so when I know that I train, if I'm getting gains on the Watt Bike Pro, I know I'm getting slightly bigger gains outdoors. I know that's not overly logical, the gain should be linear. It's the same as training on the rollers, but different. I mean, the resistance is easier there, but first 2 or 3 90-minute sessions, the abductors definitely feel the impact of having to maintain a perfect pedalling motion on the rollers. And that always makes me a little bit stronger. I always stick them in the winter. Also, I like the fact that you can be in a nice air resistance and there's a magnetic adjuster, so you can instantly flick to a hill, which means you can prepare a training plan, for example in Zwift, to mimic the kind of threshold of VO2 max efforts needed for punchy climbs, for example in the Lake District or the Peak District. You can then instantly go from kind of a nice pace like this, zone 2, low zone 3, LT1, and you can flick it right into a steep gradient simulated, and you've got to push hard. But they are expensive. I am unrepentant. Rui Danamiku, a wily old Rui. He does not like my old horse, but I beg to differ. I think it's amazing. Oh, why am I coasting? Because the Epic Cow-Im is coming. I'm not going to break away. I was breaking away from the B group because I thought we weren't going to go fast enough to join the A's, but they've all joined up because the A's really went at a leisurely pace. Ah, not me. I honestly don't know. God, the average has dropped very considerably, hasn't it? Oh, I'm going to find the Epic hard. Do me confident. Oh, and there are the mountains. Now, what am I planning on the Epic? A slightly harder start as always. It's steeper at the beginning, recuperate a little bit on the bridge and build to threshold 265, 270 watts for the main body of the climb. I'd like to have 4 watts a kilogram for it. I should have it. There you go. Yeah, so I probably had a 6.5 hour week this week if it wasn't for this. Oh, confident. Heart rate monitor looks like it's working at the moment, which is nice because I want the fan to ramp up in intensity as the power comes up, and the heart rate definitely rises here, if not on the screen. This has been quite enjoyable. It's like a nervous anticipation. No point in chasing that too hard. The climb is about to begin. And they'll drop me there anyway. Here we go. Cheers, Carlo, will do. I'm going to do a lap timer for it. Like I said, positive split. Slightly harder for this bit. Ease up and then build back to threshold. Not sure fun's the word. Feet up. Just joking. Yeah, heart rate's dropped. It's not to 121. Just rebuilding to 260, 270 gradually. Letting the legs tell me, and the lungs, tell me when I'm ready. But keeping the chain tight. Yeah, 5 minutes is about my max at the moment. I'll go. I was as high as 720. Come on, heart rate. It's getting hot in here. The fan is low because the heart rate is 120, it ain't 120. More like 160. It will suddenly jump up. The core definitely helps with cycling. There we go. Average power after 8 minutes, 265. What's the heart rate monitor doing? Band of climbers, toughest 110, mid-August. (3,500 meters of climbing and 110 kilometers you only go up or down. Yeah, this evening I've got a beautiful video. Tierra del Trigo, Tenerife, a mesmerising descent, and then the climb itself. It is stunning and really hard, proper steep. Check it out. Just finishing the narration after this. Yeah, it's hard work, the edit. Oh, crikey. Hard work this. Oh, come on, heart rate. Sorry, this is boring. Yeah, I've not done heat training either. Vida. Seems to be a lot of science that backs it up there. In terms of the benefits, even in cooler temperatures and at altitude. Thanks, Peter. That was hard work. Oh, God. Oh dear. That was harder than I thought it would be. Cheers for the timing up, David. Yeah, I decided to round it up to 24 minutes over the top of the Epic. And I had 266 watts for 24 minutes. That's about what I expected overall. Yeah, I was pleased not to have the radio tower. Definitely. Agnes! Good to see you. How are you? Long time. How are you getting on, Agnes? Are you responding? Are you feeling better? God willing. Oh. Dobro Udra, the Russian for kind, good morning, kind morning it means. Let's hope they can provide a kind morning. Not that Agnes is Russian, by the way, she's Dutch. I don't know why Dobro Udra came to mind. I think it's because a lady in my team who is Russian is going on maternity leave. Oh, come on, Philip. Yeah, that was hard work. I can't believe we got 78 kilometres to go. Oh, superb. Thank you, Agnes. That's amazing. Oh, I am so thrilled to hear that. And long, long, long may that continue. Yeah, just take it in. Whatever bite-sized chunks you need for the recovery. I know you were doing the strength training as well. That's probably where I would start. Just try and rebuild movement patterns. You know, a long treatment. Oh no, I need to dust down my French and German first. Olga. Oh, come on, Philip. It's about this stage of the ride. I'm not feeling like broken or anything like that. I think, can I be even bothered? It certainly felt a lot better at the very end of the climb when I got a burst of air from the fan and the heart rate actually was correct. Yeah, we're good, thank you. Difficult period at work the last 9-10 months, and it's really ratcheted up in pressure the last month and a half. But health is good, thank you. Thank you for asking. Oh God. Crikey. Oops, lady. Now Dave is a bee. I do a bump out the map here, on a map out of the jungle, absolutely. Really not pleasant. At the best of times. Oh, the jungle, freaking out. On my own. I must have the wrong bike. I've had more watts per kilogram than Dave. I can't haul him back in. Yeah, probably better. I'm not very good at selecting the bikes though. Just trying to stay in a flow state. Nice pedaling technique. Upper tempo. Oh, is that right? I wasn't aware of that. I like the colour. That's the name of the game, Vida. Very boring race. I'm sorry, everybody. I'll try and catch Dave.
I love being in the moment, and I love to push myself. That's what motivates me. I love being with people who are stronger than me as well. Like Tony Cope, Paul Hamblett, Lee Bramwell, Lee Baxter, Paul Livesey. Yeah, just building that aerobic fitness when I've only got about an hour and a half to burn. What's up, Daniel? Oh yeah, no, the heart rate monitor wasn't working. It's jumping all over the place. The heart rate was about 165 to 170 in reality. Heart rate's not 112 now. Hey Phil, good to see you. Good luck with your scans next week. Philip Graham, good to see you as well, long time no see. Hope all good. Right on my limit, Phil. Just the right side. Cheers, Agnes. Oh, dear me. Oh, crikey, I was putting them back, but I think they're working together now. Oh, dear me. Oh, I'm knackered. Oh, this is no fun for anybody to watch. Thanks, Agnes. Yeah, more than full gas, Phil. Struggling, to be honest. You know, not really leaving London. It's about 9 to 10 p.m. So yeah, under the cosh. Finished the edit, Olga. Then go out for a meal with Jane. Then launch the video. Then a bit of work in the evening. Cheers, Phil. I worked really hard to pull them back. Very, very black humour, Phil. Very dark. Like it, though. Yeah, trying to feel. Yeah, it's a good call. That's what I've been trying to do, but I got them down to about 54 seconds. But then on the descent, after the jungle, I imploded a bit, and they're working together now. Yeah, cheers Phil, that's the intent. Hopefully better. %, Philip. Hi Jesper, how are you? Yeah, I got a band of climbers, toughest 110, middle of August, in Sheffield region, in the Peak District, 110 kilometres, 3,500 metres of climbing. You only go up or down. Looking forward to it. Absolutely. Twice a week, minimum one old body with deadlift and squat included, often one upper body with maybe a few squats. Strength has been coming up. I lost a lot when I crashed in middle of March at a road race. Couldn't move my left side for a long time. But gradually getting the upper body strength back now to where it was before. I was saying to Olga, my plank is down. Core strength, my plank, I did about 7 minutes 20. It's now about 5. Thank you, that's too kind of you, sir. Yeah, 7:20. I was well proud of that. Take care, Agnes. Thank you for joining. Really amazing to see you. Stay strong. Keep recovering. Love you. Yeah, it will be, Phil. So I need to sort out. Oh dear. Trying to hold it together. Hey Julian, here we go again for sure. Sturka, 150 milligrams caffeine is on the menu. Oh, easily done, Phil. I'm a fair weather cyclist too. I had torrential rain for the coast to coast ride. Boy, was it hard to get out of bed. It was literally rivers pouring down Hard Knot and Rhinos. We actually had to ford our way down Rhinos Pass. The water was deep and flowing rapidly. It was something else. 2 hours torrential, 2 hours rain, a couple of hours just overcast, and then 4 hours then of sun as we made our way on the flats and then back up on the Yorkshire Dales to Whitby. Incredible day. But other than that, I am a fair weather cyclist. This time last year for the Maratona we had a thunderstorm too. Oh, was it hard on the rainy half of the Dragon? How did you go? Oh, they've got their lead coming out again. I had it under control, but wow, that is a very impressive time. Yeah, there's about 5 feed stops, and we stopped at 4 of them. Sorry, 4 feed stops, and we stopped at 4 of them. Yeah, and I needed it. It was 10 hours 20, including the stopped, 9:40 moving. Or maybe it's 10:30, including the stops. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, the last hour was miserable. I was on limp home mode. I'm not the best. After about 5 hours, I've always had my fill. So 10 and a bit was miserable. But I'm glad I did it. Always incredible to get something that scares you a bit under the belt. It does. Yeah, I'm doing one all body strength training once a week. Put up times 2 sets. Chin up times 2 sets. Box squat 3 to 4 working sets. Low incline bench press 3 to 5 working sets. Deadlift 3 to 4 working sets. Plank, then hanging back stretch. Sometimes I have to reduce it and remove the deadlift. And then once a week I'll do upper body. Hanging back stretch and plank. Maybe a few squats, but not many. Because that's getting closer to the key weekend training. Or an event. My plank is about 5 minutes at the moment. It's been as high as 7:20. Triple F. Yeah, I agreed, I need to change it. I've got something of a mental block with the plank. I want to get back to 7. Oh dear me, this is a long old ride. I've kept the gap though, Phil, haven't I? Yeah, definitely build a gym, Philip. I promise you, you'll get delayed onset muscle soreness obviously at the beginning, but strength is a valuable currency. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, found. That's helpful. Will do, Philip. 100% found. Very hard to put on any bulk with all the cardio we do. But stronger bones, muscles, more mitochondria, the metabolic health, agreed. the dividends are too big. No regular straight bar, but it's a box squat. Really focused on back health. No flexion, good form. Knees out over the toes. Engage the glutes, the hamstrings and the squats and the quads. Keep the core solid. I do have a Caesar bar squat though. Yeah, it was sunny, thunderstorms towards the end of the day. Much nicer this year. Very nice, found. Farmer carry, superb exercise. Galibio. From leg grab. He's out there too, yeah, agreed, Arash, nice one, good to see you. How are you? Hey Kyle, thank you for tuning back in. Above and beyond, I appreciate it. It's proper tough, Rasha. Proper emotional. The back pedal boys are handing it to me. Thank you, Carlo. We go to the Ivy. I love fish and chips. Hopefully, Philip. Don't think he has. Good point, Philip. Drop out. $260 watt average, 8 minutes into the climb. 260 still, 10 minutes in. What do you think? I believe. Come on, get it back together. I lasted 12 minutes at 260. Gonna get back to that. Hey Tim, good morning, how are you? Thank you, Tim. Not feeling strong. Cheers, Tim. Not yet. At the top of this. They're ready, sir. 252 watts for 20 minutes. Cheers. Oh. Oh, fuck me. So for 25 minutes that was 252 watts. I'm happy with that given I imploded in the middle. I should have eased off 10 watts on that flat bit. I just blew. It was as much mental fortitude as it was fitness. But I was happy with that. It was 260 odd watts for the first 12 minutes of that climb. Then I kind of got as low as 250 on average and ended 252 for 25 minutes compared to 266 for 24 minutes on the first climb when I was fresh. So that's a good training. I don't really want to do the jungle now, to be honest. Just going to ride myself back into it. That was hard. Thank you for the support. It's been a very boring ride. I haven't been racing anyone. I've been in no man's land the whole time. I think Phil Swift dropped off in the end. So I think it's fair to say I'd have reeled him back in, Philip. You were correct. His numbers were fluctuating. But Dave, the other Cat B, has destroyed me. I'm going to try and tempo it to the end though, just getting a little bit of recuperation here on the descent. Yeah, I mean it creeps up on you, Vidar. 1 minute, you're feeling okay, and then boom, the man with the hammer visits. Well, thank you, Phil. And as I say, very best of luck with your scans this week. Really hoping you don't need an operation, sir. Say hi to Laura. I'm happy with the average power here. Tim said it. 2:30, 2 hours 24 minutes in. That's great for me. Especially on the back of 3 good climbs, 2 epics and a jungle. This is good training. Not the same fitness I'll need for the bound to climb as toughest 110, but building the engine, and you do end on a bound to climb as toughest 110, not end, sort of the penultimate climb or so is Burbage Moor, and depending on whether you get a headwind or not, That's about a 14 to 16 minute climb for me. Yeah, do let me know. Yeah, he was holding his effort real well. Dave Caesar. You sure will, Carlo. It's been a TT the entire race for me. Other than the first Tempest Fusion section. "20 kilometers to go." Yeah, some of the riders coming out of the jungle already, my word. They're fast. Tour de Mont Blanc. Nice one, Philippe. Well, very best of luck with that. An easy spin. I'm sure it was impressive, but very best of luck. Big one, the Tour de Mont Blanc. Thank you, Roy. Sorry, thank you, Rob. I was trying to get over 2:30 for 2.5 hours. Couldn't quite manage it. Oh, I'm away with the fairies now. Thank you very much, Rob. It's been a good ride. Really great support, really appreciated it. Definitely the power has been strong. Just trying to hold it together for the last 17 kilometres. They will. I'll give them a very good stretch after this, Olga. Oh dear. with the fairies here. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers, Tim. We'll give it so. Yeah, 2 weights in, Titans. On the back of that would be proper hell. Yeah, it's a proper soul destroying route, this. Well, I can't feel it. Oh dear me. Trying to get the cadence, just trying to find that tempo. I don't think the heart rate is as low as 120. Hey Rob, how's it going? Rob and I rode coast to coast together. Nice one, Dave. Thank you, mate. I enjoyed trying to chase you down. You had the better of me. Respect. Rob, so how are you feeling after coast to coast? It was emotional, wasn't it? Tell people how hard it was and how torrential the rain was. Yeah, big ride today. It's a real struggle for the last 80k. Yeah, definitely the last 80. Including the Yorkshire Moors. Oh. Yeah, a little tired, Tim. The moan is one of holy hell. Found the climbers, toughest 110, 3,500 metres, you only go up and down in the Peak District and near Sheffield. What about you, Rob? Iron Man? Very nice. Amazing. Enjoy. It'll be hot. Hey Luke, cheers mate, I appreciate that. I'm all in. Yeah, nice one Luke. 25 minutes of volcano, I've only done it once, never again. Never doing this route again either. Hey Paul, good to see you, how are you sir? You're coming in at the end of a proper emotional morning. Yeah, all well, thank you. Cheers mate, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope yours is okay. Hey Swift. I'll come back to you in a second on that mate. Oh dear me. Jane, if you're watching, can you bring me a Fanta or something? Not a Coke with caffeine in it, just something, a Fanta or something, or something from the fridge would be needed. Oh man, that was hard. That was real hard today. Let's have a look at the power. Yeah, so Zwift. Yeah, I mean, oh dear. So Zwift. Oh dear me. Yeah, it was a hard ride. A hard ride. I was dropped. I made it into the A group from the B pen, and then was promptly dropped. Oh, thank you, Jane. Promptly dropped. Thank you. And so basically I time trialed the entirety of this, and you can see I kept the power down for nearly all of it. In the end, yeah, I was low tempo, high zone 2, but freaking hell, that is definitely my best power for a long time. And if you look at the critical power, the graph, so let me get a picture of that. And you can see my heart rate monitor not helping at all, because the power of the fan is dependent on the heart rate. And so for big chunks of the epic and the jungle climb, it wasn't working, the fan. So I wasn't getting the cooling I needed. So, that was quite tough. So if we go to the critical power, so 3 hour power. I thought I got 3 hours. I thought we did 3 hours. Anyways, it's about 2:27. Poor dear me. 2:27, I think I saw. Yeah, 3 hours 5, 2:26. It was. I thought it was 2:27, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Freaking hell, I was in all kinds of trouble. And what I'm happy about, what the intent of doing today was to have a live stream on a day where it wasn't super hot outside. I'm not really enjoying riding around here in the St Albans region, I've got to be honest. I don't even much like the Chilterns. Tons of potholes, loads of fast passes by cars. And since I crashed on a road race, I haven't had the kind of confidence to go back out and do the crits either. So I'm only really getting out when I'm travelling north, or maybe I'll go to the southwest. Also, I haven't had the time with work to get out. So the intent of today was to have a good hard climb at around my threshold power, which I did. I was 265 for 24 minutes for the first of the epics. So I was happy with that. I had a decent climb out of the jungle. And then you can see I was trying to close down Dave and Phil Swift. And you can see, I mean, it wasn't trivial, the power I was putting down. It was a high tempo, low threshold, a bit of a sweet spot, I guess. And that's for time. I mean, that really is a good chunk of time there. And then we hit the epic. And I had a good 12-minute power here, about 260. Then I imploded. Then I kind of started to bring it back. And then I did wind it back up at the end. And then it really was survival, Mr. Zwift, right until the end. But I got a decent tempo out of the jungle. And then, yeah, zone 2, a little bit of zone 3, 4 towards the very end. So all in, that was a good old ride. Let me go back. Oh, crikey. Yeah, the fan is not through the bolt, it's through the heart rate monitor, I think. I'm away with the fairies, Tim. Oh, let's try and just spin the legs off. But I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. You know, that's the fitness coming back. The chain was tight for that. Cheers. Oh, that Fanta was good. Oh, I can barely turn the pedals. Yeah, Tim, I mean, I'm happy to look into that. I'm trying to figure out what to do next year. I'm tempted to have a crack at La Marmotte, but with a focus. I focused on the fitness I needed for the Fred. I think I know what fitness I need for La Marmotte. I think that I might make that my main event next year. I'm not sure if I'm going to Fred again this year. Because, no comment, good to see you, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I agreed, that's why I'm not cycling so much around the Hertfordshire area. You get close past too much. You did a Marmotte, would you, Tim? Nice, perfect, alright, well, deliver on that this time. You said you did a Fred last year. I know you've got a little one, it's hard. But yeah, I mean, oh, I can barely turn the pedals. Yeah, La Marmotte. I enjoyed it the year I did it. I just feel like I've got a better one in me. I didn't enjoy the marathon, I've got to be honest. It's a beautiful part of the world. I much preferred the Haute Route Dolomites when we did it there. When I was did all the climbs there, and the climb of the Jow is so much better from Cortina d'Ampezzo. On the Maratona you do the Jow from the other direction, and it's more wooded, it isn't quite as incredible, whereas you do it from Cortina d'Ampezzo, you climb out of Cortina d'Ampezzo and it is just stunning, really stunning. It's one of my most beautiful videos. And then you climb up and you go through only a little bit of wood, and then there's this beautiful balcony with that overhanging cliff, and you cycle under it, you can look down onto Cortina d'Ampezzo, and then there's a bit more wooded area, then you come out in amongst some hotels, and then there's loads of exposed areas, that kind of stuff, and for the final third of the climb, you're completely up and out in the open in the most beautiful, beautiful terrain. I adore that climb. Maratona, too many cyclists, 8,000 cyclists is too many. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Philip, definitely. Is that what you're doing for Tour of Mont Blanc? But yeah, it's an amazing part of the world. I just wouldn't recommend the event. And then the trouble is also the final climb on Maratona is Falzarego from the boring side, the Cortina d'Ampezzo side, which is all in the wood. It's quite shallow, and it's only the final, I don't know, kilometre or so where it gets pretty at the top. And then, yeah, I don't know, it kind of Maratona peters out. It doesn't reach to a crescendo. Alp Cycles, okay, that's good to know. I think Ed Leverett uses Alp Cycles. Oh dear me. Yeah, I think I will drive if I'm going to the Alps, the French Alps. It's just a bit too far for the Italian Alps. I might do either La Grand Fondo Tre Valli Varese again in early October, or the Gran Fondo in Lombardia. I've never done that one, and Andiamo Cycling do Lombardia, and I'm quite, oh dear, I can't even turn the pedals. Quite keen to have a crack at that. Aidan Shelley top notch, okay, that's a great tip, thank you Philip, I appreciate that. Oh dear me. Yeah, I've definitely turned myself inside out for that today. I'm really appreciative of all the support though. I haven't live streamed, I haven't downloaded a lot. Work has literally been just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But I do have a very nice video for release today. It's a really beautiful video. On the training camp I did with Paul Hambler, Lee Baxter and Paul Livesey in Tenerife just before
the Fred Whitton, and I will do a little video of the training camp when I've got time. But one of the days I've split out of that training camp because it was so beautiful. We did a ride out from the Adeje coast. You climb up the San Juan climb, up to Chio and then down, and then up into Santiago del Teide. And then you ascend up and then down to the north of the island. And the final kind of third of the descent is on this beautiful segment, really incredible hairpins, but with the most sensational coastal views. And so really enjoyed filming that, not just from the bike, but sort of getting on and off the bike, etc. It's really worth a watch. I definitely highly recommend the route. And then we hit one of the steepest climbs in Tenerife. And it's quite a famous one, and it's called La Tierra del Trigo. La Tierra del Trigo. Oh, hang on a second, my door's blowing open. I don't want the windows to break. One sec. Come back to me. Come back in a sec. I will. Oh. Right. Come on. Oh dear. Yeah, so La Tierra del Trigo. And I think it's about 2.7 kilometres at about 16% average gradient, and it is relentless. The first half of the climb is just steep. The second half of the climb is like disgustingly steep. And the views are incredible. A lot of climbs, the really steep ones, often they're kind of secreted away. They're in the kind of woods, and they're just steep and miserable. Whereas this one just delivers epic views from start to top. And Paul Hamblett was filming with the rear camera. I got the front. And so we do it justice. We do it justice. So I think it's worth a watch, because I definitely would recommend the little ride that we did if ever you're out in Tenerife. And in the winter I'll make a video, or the autumn I'll make a video of the training camp itself. Next one I'll probably do is the training I'm doing in the build up to the hardest 100 Band of Climbers route, and then I'll do the Band of Climbers, and I'll release the coast to coast video again in the autumn. It's my coast to coast video. I'm really hopeful it'll be a good one. I did the front and rear cameras. I rode it with Tony Coate. We've got some really good pictures, and it was just insane, and I do mean insane. In the first 2 hours it was torrential rain as we were going over Hard Knot and Rhinos, and it was so slippery as well. As I was coming just at the bottom of Hard Knot Pass, you've got a cattle grid, and I was seated, and I've gone over that cattle grid many times. I was seated, planted, turning a good cadence, but I just put down possibly a little bit much power, and the bike just went from under me and I crashed at the bottom of Hard Knot Pass. It was like, holy cow. And so then you've got to get going again on like a 14-15% gradient, whatever it is, and that isn't a trivial task. You know, that is, you know, 15 kilometres into the ride with 235 odd to go. Yeah, the bike into the 355. Yeah, the bike would probably fit on top of the 355. The 355 wouldn't make it all the way down there, I don't think. I think I'd have overheating problems, you name it. But it would be a good road trip. Aid and Shelley are top notch. Alright, I'll try and check out Outcycles, because I do want to do something a little bit more. I've been missing not getting out to the big mountains this year. I'm not going to do it this year. I haven't had time. You need a week to acclimatise first. So I can barely turn the pedals. We need a week to acclimatise first to the altitude, let alone the heat. But I am missing it, and I'm jealous of you, Phil, for getting out there for Tour Mont Blanc. Oh dear me, I'm really elated with that. I'm very grateful for it. It's really nice when, you know, work has been max effort. I've been quite stressed and quite, Jane will verify, quite difficult to be around, in honesty. Because you're getting in super late, like 10:30 at night, straight back out. First thing you're doing is looking at your BlackBerry, your emails, and it's become a bit of a grind the last, well, really 4 or 5 years, and it just got the pressure just gets ratcheted up and up and up and up and up, and so the cycling. I mean, Olga was asking, why do I do the cycling? What motivates me? It is about being in the moment. One set of kind of problems. I do love pushing myself. Zone 2 is a problem for me. I have done a bit more Zone 2 with the pace partners. I like the pushing myself, even if it's not going where I want it to be. I kind of feel good at the end of it, all the endorphins, all that kind of stuff. And I do like building up to a big event. I love building up to a big event. Oh yeah, you will be. I mean, that's the thing, Philip. What you're about to do is just on another level. I did the Mallorca 312. I said never again will I go over that distance, and it is nowhere near as long as you're doing basically an Everest and about, was it 300 kilometres of distance? I mean, it's just insane. When I did the Everest, I mean, crikey O'Reilly, that's bad enough, but that's, you know, each hill rep you're running off the power. You get a rest after each kind of rep of Peaslow's Hill when I did it in the Peak District. What is the Tour 21, Tim? What's Tour 21? I mean, no, if it's doing 21 stages of the Tour, no, absolutely not. I wouldn't. I do not like cycling enough for that. I enjoy, when I get to 10 hours a week, I've absolutely had my fill, and that's like me peaking for an event. I just don't enjoy, you know, I love being on the bike for a period of time, but I don't, you know, what you're about to do, Philip, oh dear me, I just couldn't, I wouldn't do it. It's just not for me. But I respect anyone that can do it. I have absolute respect. I'm guessing you're fully on top of your hydration and eating and all of that, because it is all about not bonking, basically. I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm 3 hours in and I keep trying to turn the pedals and I'm done. You did Tour de France a couple of weeks before the pros. Yeah, it's a great cause, a really great cause. I mean, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. It's not, it just doesn't, it doesn't motivate me, that kind of thing. After the, even the coast to coast, 248 kilometres, 3,500 metres of climbing, 10 hours, I mean, that's more than enough for me. 10 hours, I am done. Oh God. Speaking of which, I'm done today. I've got to sort my legs out. I've got to finish the what's it called? The narration for the video. I am super grateful for everybody's support today. It kept me going. You know, I would have probably quit after the first lap, in all honesty, if it hadn't been for the live chat. And because of you guys, I got a nice second climb. You know, that's good. Fatigued effort, that is a good threshold fatigued effort, and very nice 3 hour power. So super grateful to everybody. Thank you for joining. Philip, very best of luck. Tour Mont Blanc. Nutrition's why you use them. Gotcha. That is a pro tip from Philip there. Extra support along the route. That definitely does make a difference. So whoever you are, whatever you do, please do check out my video tonight. I don't load many of them up. I will eventually get back to loading more of them up when my life gets back to kind of normality with work. I've got recordings stacked up, but tonight's video is a beautiful one. Well, 100%, Olga, you know, it has, in all honesty, it has been stealing a little bit. But I'm feeling very, very good at the end of this ride, thanks to all of you. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please remember, live, thrive, have a good summer, have some fun, enjoy the heat, I hope it doesn't get too hot, and take care. Arrivederci, ciao, au revoir.